Hey girls, so welcome back to my channel, or welcome. My name is Danielle Naomi, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I secure my bobs in under 15 minutes. So this bob unit was sent to me by Donmily hair. They sent this gorgeous wig, so let me just tell you guys about the specs. It is a 12-inch 150 density bob, so that's the ideal density for a bob. 150 density or 130 density, depending on how thin you want your bob units to be. But this bob unit is pretty flat. It's nice and flat and super neat. It is 110% glueless, honey. You don't need no glue. You don't need to be snatching out your edges no more. And I'm gonna show you how you could get your wigs laid like this. And because it's glueless, you know, people may think, oh, your wig could be snatched off or whatever. That's not the case, because I'm yanking my hair. All it does is move the wig line or lace line a little bit back, because the wig is anchored by the baby hairs. So if you'd like to see what product I use for the baby hairs, stay tuned. I'm gonna just go ahead and, you know, pull my wig back down and, you know, just put my hair back in order, just like that. Super easy, right? So without further ado, let's just jump into me showing you guys how I install my wigs with no glue, no tape, no foam, no girl, one product. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Okay, so now that we have the wig on our heads, the first step or agenda is to ensure that the lace is cut. So it's gonna look like this. So we have this side uncut, just so you guys could see the side by side of what it looked like before and what it's supposed to look like after. This is a very important step. Usually I would use a razor. I can do it on or off the head. So what we want to do is just go in zigzag motions all the way down. And again, always just push your hair back, or if I didn't say it already, just push your hair back and out of the way when doing this step, so you don't end up cutting the hair off of the wig. So this is step 2 of the tutorial, and in step 2 of the tutorial, all we're doing is brushing it out, making sure that our wigs are nice and brushed out. Make sure you know how you want it to fall. If you want the wig unit to, or the hairs in the front to fall, if you want it to fall like this. So we're just pretty much just gonna mess around with the wig just to see how exactly we like it. Well, I for sure know that I want to go ahead and use my wax stick and hot comb to flatten the top of this wig just a little bit more. So I'm gonna go in and do that. I'm using my Style Factor Edge Booster Hideout Stick, pomade stick. Gotta pop the top off. I haven't used this before, but it is in a natural black color. So let's see how this works. Don't we not? So now I'm just gonna take my hot comb and flatten out the hairs. I am going to go in and actually cut a little bit of the hairs off of the end, about an inch. So instead of this being 12 inches, it's about to be 10. And that's just because I want the hairs in the back to match up with the hairs in the front. This is obviously cute, but I just want to make the bob pretty even. That can only happen if I cut a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it pretty much to that line. Now it definitely just looks a tad bit sharper and a whole lot better than how it looked before. And whatever I do to one side, I'm gonna do to the other side. It's honestly looking a bit leveled out now, so I'm not gonna do too much cutting to the point where it just changes the whole look of the bob. I just want to make sure that I'm modifying the bob, making it sharper or whatnot. Yeah, so now that our hair is flat and we have our wig down, you can barely see the lace. It's actually right here. And I actually need to cut it, so okay, that made it a whole lot better. It's time for us to go in with our flat irons. So usually for bob wigs, you don't want to put the heat too high. You could have it at a moderate heat setting, probably around 335, just so if you bump the bob, you'll be able to take the bump out with ease. So for my ladies that like baby hairs, this look can be for you, or you don't have to do it like that. You can leave it like this, and this is awesome. This is for my more mature girls who don't really like baby hair or who's not into the baby hair vibe. This wig is awesome for you. If you do want baby hairs, I got you, girl, because right now I'm gonna show you guys how I do my baby hairs. So because it's a bob, I really don't want to do that much of a dramatic look, so I'm just gonna try to see if I can get away with just doing 2 swoops at each side, because honestly with a bob it's usually just in your face. It's not behind your ear or anything crazy. Sometimes it is, but just for the sake of this look, I'm gonna just go ahead and do 2 swoops at the front. So one on this side. Make sure you have your wigs plucked to the gods too. And if you guys didn't know, I offer that service, bleach and pluck and shipping back to you, for $90, just so you know. But yeah, one side is down and we have to create the other side of baby hairs, or just pull it out at least, just so you could see how much you want to work with on both sides and how it's gonna look. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Got To Be gel, put a tad bit on my hand, and I'm gonna train the baby hairs in the place that I want them to be. And that way, before I cut it, I'll be able to tell how much hair is right there, you know, and that's just how I measure how much hair is to be cut out. When I pull them down just to see how everything will look, and that looks very, very natural. So I can use scissors or my razor comb. So I'll do scissors on this side and the razor comb on that side, just to show you guys the difference. It's not that big of a difference, but if you are like a little perfectionist or whatever, you will definitely see, or you could tell the difference between if it's cut by a razor or if it's cut by the scissors. But to each his own, whatever you have, work with it. So now going back in with a little bit more Got To Be gel, and from there we're creating our first swoop. I like to use my fingers to keep it flat while I turn or maneuver the rest of the hair. Okay, so that's the baby hair for this side. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to this side, but instead I'll be cutting with a razor. And right there, you just saw me pull up some hairs that were in the same row of knots, and it was just too much, so I had to like hold it down and pull it out. It's not complicated, guys, trust me. Just follow through with this tutorial while doing your wigs and you guys will have it down pat. So now I'm gonna get my razor, and I promise you this is not gonna cut you. Just don't cut your eyebrow hairs off. And we're just gonna make sure that we cut off the hairs, and now it's like perfectly lined up. Taking some more of our Got2b gel to now maneuver the hairs in the place that we want it to be at. Just wipe off that excess and boom, now we have everything where we want it to be. To like help your hair to be like super secure and your wig to be super in place, we're gonna take our blow dryers and cool. And now that we've done that on both sides, that just secures the wig all together. And boom, there you go. You have your under 15-minute tutorial on how to lay your wig, lay your Donmily hair wig. Super easy, and it's glueless. No glue equals no edges falling out, and we just gotta save our edges. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Donmily, for sending me this wig and sponsoring this tutorial. So thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to see more tutorials with Donmily wig, Donmily hair, Donmily wigs, keep on watching, keep on liking, keep on subscribing, and comment down below if there's anything else that you'd like to see from me, and I'll definitely go ahead and do it for you guys. So I'll see you guys in my next one.